I bow to the Almighty in my mind, speech and body. Vanakkam, a quick recap. We are learning the basics of the Tamil language. The Ezhuthukkal or the letters are of two types. The Mudal Ezhuthukkal and the Sarbu Ezhuthukkal. The Mudal Ezhuthukkal are further classified into 12 Uyir Ezhuthukkal or the life letters and the 18 Mei Ezhuthukkal or the body letters. And we have learned all the 30 Mudal Ezhuthukkal. We have started with the Sarbu Ezhuthukkal. The 12 Uyir Ezhuthukkal and the 18 Mei Ezhuthukkal combine and give the 216 Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal. Each Uyir Ezhuthu combines with the 18 Mei Ezhuthukkal, and that's how we get the Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal. And in the previous session, we saw how the first Uyir Ezhuthu, the Kuril A, combines with all of the 18 Mei Ezhuthukkal to give rise to the 18 Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal of the A series. So today we will move to the second Uyir Ezhuthu A, the Nedil A, and we'll see how it combines with the 18 Mei Ezhuthukkal. Okay, so we saw that when the first Uyir Ezhuthu, the Kuril A, combined with the Mei Ezhuthukkal, we had the Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal of the A series. In the written form, these symbols resembled the Mei Ezhuthukkal without the dot, the Ka, Nga, Cha, Nya, Ta, Na, and so on. When the second Uyir Ezhuthu, the Nedil A, combines with the 18 Mei Ezhuthukkal, the Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal has an elongated A sound. For instance, Ik plus A gives rise to Ka, K-A-A, Ka or Ga, and this is the Nedil Ka, and it is pronounced for two Matires, Ka. As you can recall, Matire is the time taken to pronounce a sound. So this is the Nedil Ka, we pronounce it for two Matires. Now as you can see, the Nedil Ka takes the shape of the Kuril Ka but with an extra symbol attached. So this symbol is called as the Tunai Ezhuthu. Tunai means support or companion or a friend, and Ezhuthu is a letter. So this is called as a Tunai Ezhuthu or the supporting Ezhuthu, and what it does is it elongates the A sound in the Ezhuthu. Sometimes it is also called as a Tunai Kal. So to generate the Mei Ezhuthukkal of the Nedil A series, we will simply add the Tunai Ezhuthu to the Kuril symbol. Now we use the term Varisai to refer to ordering or series. So instead of saying Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal of the A series, we can say Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal of the A Varisai. Here I have a table showing how the Nedil A combines with the 18 Mei Ezhuthukkal to get the 18 Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal of the A Varisai. Let's go over this table now. Ik plus A is Ka or Ga. Ing plus A is Nga. These are similar to the Kuril sounds, but we just elongate the A sound. Ich plus A is Sa or Cha. Inj plus A is Nya. It plus A is Da or Ta. In, the moon suri in plus A is Na. It plus A is Ta or Da. Ind plus A is Na. Ip plus A is Pa or Ba. Im plus A is Ma. E plus A is Ya. Ir plus A is Ra. Il plus A is La. This is the tip Il. Iv plus A is Va. Ir plus A is Ra. Il plus A is La. This is the middle La. Ir or it plus a is ra or tra. In, the இரண்டு சுழி in plus a is na. As you can see, the vallinam எழுத்துக்கள் have dual sounds, and this is the case with all the உயிர்மெய் எழுத்துக்கள், and we will deal with those instances later. Now from the table we see that in the written form the உயிர்மெய் எழுத்துக்கள் of the a varisai is derived from the kuril symbols. So we took the kuril symbol and added the துணை எழுத்து. The kuril symbol can be referred to as the root, and going forward in the written form we will use this root to write the other உயிர்மெய் எழுத்துக்கள். So the entire table of the a varisai can be simply represented as box plus துணை எழுத்து, where the box will hold the kuril symbol. So this is like a neat formula and it is easy to remember. Box. Box in Tamil is petti. P-E-T-T-I, petti. And petti and துணை எழுத்து gives the நெடில் a varisai, and petti holds the kuril எழுத்து symbol. So now that we have learned the kuril and the நெடில் a varisai உயிர்மெய் எழுத்துக்கள், let's try to read some simple words. We'll begin with the ஓர் எழுத்து ஒரு மொழி சொற்கள். The first word is e. The நெடில் e means housefly. The second word ta means give. The third word va means come. We'll move to the two letter words. When we have a மெய் எழுத்து in the word like ik, we drop the e sound in the ik and simply add ik to the rest of the word. For instance, the first letter in the first word is a நெடில் ka and the second letter is il. So when we read them together, we don't say ka il, we drop the e sound in the il and we say ka il kal. Kal means leg. The second word, the first letter is va and the second letter is il, so va il is val, means tail. Pa il is pal, means milk. Pa e is pai, means mat. Na in, nan, means eye. Ta e, thigh, is mother. Pa la, pala, is jackfruit. Ir, ur means city or town or a village. Let's move to some three-letter words. The first word is ma. The first letter is ma. The second letter is tha. So we read together as madha. And the last letter is im. So madam. Madam means month. Here the ta takes the da sound. Madam means month. Sa in. Asan. Asan is teacher. Pada is pada. Along with il becomes padal, means song. Dana. Dana. Danam means donation. Next word. Pada. Pada im. Padam means foot. Here also the tha takes the da sound. Pada. Pada. Padam means lesson. Nada. Nada im. Nadam is sound. Kava. Kava il. Kaval is protection. Tamil words are easy to read if you know the எழுத்துக்கள், because most of the எழுத்துக்கள் retain their independent sounds in the words. So if we make ourselves thorough with the மெய் எழுத்துக்கள், we can easily learn the உயிர்மெய் எழுத்துக்கள். It will help if we can also practice the a varisai உயிர்மெய் எழுத்துக்கள் like this. Ka, nga, cha, nya, ta, na, ta, na, pa, ma, ya, ra, la, va, ra, la, ra, na. Let's try to write this once. So we will start first with the kuril ka and then add the tunai ezhuthu. This is the kuril ka. For writing the tunai ezhuthu, we start with the standing line, sleeping line and a standing line. This is the nedil ka, nga, cha or sa, nya, ta or da, மூன்று சுழி na, ta, na, pa, ma, ya, ra, la, va, ra, la, ra and na. I'm assuming we are familiar with the kuril symbols, and so we just add the tunai ezhuthu to make them nedil, and these are the 18 Uyir Mei Ezhuthukkal of the nedil a varisai. I encourage you to practice reading and writing these at home, and we will finish off here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you. Nandri Vanakkam.